Hi everyone, I'm Mike Green, Public Information Officer in the Allen County Commissioner's Office, and welcome to this edition of County Line. Well, June was an especially busy month for Allen County, and we're here to document it all. The month included a new twist on a program for safely disposing of household hazardous waste, a new class of graduates from Allen Superior Court's drug court program, and a new bridge and trail section for residents in southwest Allen County. But we begin with a new industry for Allen County, Walmart's milk processing facility on West Pleasant Center Road near the Fort Wayne International Airport. Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb was among those in attendance for the grand opening on June 13th.
This is a big deal for Walmart, right? This is the first time Walmart, while we've been around for a while, has actually gone into food processing in the United States. We've done some things around the world, but we've never done anything in the United States, right? And this milk plant is the first thing that we've ever done. So we started construction on this plant, oh gosh, back in 2016, Tony? I think 2016. It's about 230,000 square feet of a highly efficient milk processing plant, and we're really excited about it. As the governor and I were talking a little bit earlier, it came on the heels of Indiana's 2015 dairy strategy, which was basically the state wanting to increase dairy processing and the volume of dairy processing within the state and creating opportunities for the marketplace. You know, and our goal at Walmart is to work closely with all of you here in Indiana to get closer to the milk supply chain, right? To create efficiencies, right? And that's something that we do at Walmart really well. We like to find efficiencies, produce good quality product, and pass any savings on to the customer. You know what? This specific plant, it's going to help us provide really high quality milk at really low prices, because we know that's what our customers love, all right? You know, it's also making positive impacts, just not on customers here in the state, but also the workforce and the economy. You know, there's going to be about 300 jobs tied to this plant. Dan will have almost nearly 200 Walmart associates once we're up and running full scale in this plant, and there'll be about another 100 through third parties, mainly transportation, created just from this plant. So we're really proud about that, and I know the governor is as well, right? We're working with local farmers, something we're very proud about. 3 milk cooperatives and a number of independent farmers. The average farm that will be supplying this specific plant on average is about 140 miles away, right? The furthest we'll go is about 200, 210 miles away. So in the dairy industry, that's close. That's close, ladies and gentlemen. So our team has worked really hard. Tony and his team have worked really hard from a sourcing standpoint to really bring it local, because we think that's important for everybody around here. So we're proud of that, and we hope everyone here is as proud as well. So with that, I'm going to let the governor come up and speak. So if you would, help me welcome Governor Eric Holcomb.
Thank you, Charles, and it is a good morning. It's a great morning. It's a day that, as Charles just alluded to, that we've been looking forward to for many years now, tracing back to those 2015 days when Doug, you, and many others around the state of Indiana were compiling this strategic plan. And then in 2016, when we started breaking ground out here and construction began, that became even more exciting, and then here we are today. But that really comes on the heels of what Charles and I talked about a little earlier today, and that's just a few years back. We celebrated our 200th birthday, our bicentennial, but ever since day one, we have been blazing a trail on the agricultural front, and that's really truly been, the agriculture sector has been our calling card, and it just gets stronger and stronger as we pioneer into the future, and it's why it's so darn exciting to see all the FFA members, the very maybe some of you will be supplying this plant in the years to come. But it's just so good to see the community here partnering with Walmart and the state of Indiana. This is Walmart's decision to locate here with so many other options around the country is a real vote of confidence in Allen County and in the Fort Wayne community, and indeed in the state of Indiana. And we're going to make sure that you never regret that decision, that vote of confidence, and the 300 jobs that come with it. It's truly, when I think about it from a kind of bigger picture, when you consider how we all try to arrive at these win-win relationships, in life, but also in our business negotiations from the perspective of the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. This is a win, 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 win. He just ticked off. It's a winning day for Walmart. It's a winning day for the Fort Wayne community. It's a winning day for all the new employees that are going to have all this new opportunity and their families and their future. It's also a win. He mentioned the area farmers and all the folks that we're going to be able to supply and stock including 5 states. But at the end of the day, this is a huge win for consumers. This is high quality, fresh milk that's coming right here, being processed right here on Hoosier soil. And so we could not be prouder of this partnership with Walmart as it continues to grow, as we continue to grow together. And I'll just confess to you all right now, it's taking all my restraint. Having said all that, knowing that Sam Walton said in his biography that one person seeking glory doesn't accomplish much. It's really a team. And I think about agriculture being our original and still our state's calling card. We're also known for racing and winning. And as I combine the three, Walmart, racing, and milk, I want to open one of these up and start chugging like I'm in the winner's circle, because I sure feel like it. So with that, I will turn it over to Dan and Tony to tell us a little bit more about what's about to happen inside here. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Governor. My name's Tony Aroso, and I've had the privilege of being responsible for this plant and getting it up and running, and so grateful to be here today. It was a huge undertaking. We began work, as was said, in 2016, and are so excited to announce that just this last week we were able to ship our first shipments from the plant, servicing about 38 stores in the state already. We're excited about that. And later this year, we'll kick into full production. At that point in time, we'll serve about 500 Walmart stores. We'll serve all of Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio, and most of Illinois and parts of Kentucky. So it is going to be one of the largest fluid plants in the country, and we're excited about it. We're excited about the opportunity that we've had to be here in Indiana and do this. We'll be producing our great value label here. We'll be producing all fat levels, whole, 2%, 1% and skim, gallon, half gallon, as well as chocolate milk, and we are excited about that. One of the key things that will make this a success, as Charles and the governor alluded to, is being local, right? So we're so excited to partner with local farmers in the state of Indiana, and we have some of them with us today. We have Next Generations Dairy with us from Bern, Indiana, I think about 30 miles away. They don't know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to ask them to stand up. So Dirksen family, would you please stand? Thank you for being here today, and thank you for coming on board with us. We're excited and privileged to have that. One of the great things you have when you do this kind of job is you get to meet people around the country, and I've been able to spend time with the Dirksens on several occasions, and they're just a great family. They are great representatives of the state of Indiana, and we're proud to have them with us. As well as them, there's a lot of other local folks that have been so helpful in us opening this plant. Many of them are here today. One of them would be Director of Agriculture, Kettler. We're so thankful for everything you've done. And as part of that kind of local feel, we wanted to have today be an opening, but also we wanted to make an announcement. So today we're gonna award $10,000 worth of community grants, and we're gonna make that happen right now. And I'm gonna ask our plant manager, Dan Mush, to get up and to tell you about that. So Dan, come on up.
I'll echo the sentiments of our whole team. Thank you, Fort Wayne. Thank you, Allen County. Thank you for the welcome we've received. We're honored to be here. We're honored to have many of our associates come to us from this area. I work with some really, really good people, and I'm honored in that. Today, as Tony mentioned, we get the opportunity to recognize some of the local organizations that are supporting our community and our citizens. With that, at the close, we'll present checks to those organizations, and we hope they have a lasting impact. The first has an impact on our community and various needs, and they support various other organizations as well. The others that we're recognizing also support the future of agriculture and farming. Very important to us. Obviously, we're a dairy facility and we rely on dairy farms. And with that, so we're recognizing and we'll present checks at the close of the ceremony to United Way of Allen County. We present to Allen County 4-H Club, the Future Farmers of America at Carroll High School, Future Farmers of America at Heritage High School, and the Future Farmers of America at Woodland High School. Really proud and hope that these funds have an impact, a positive impact on you and your teams and your organizations. Again, thank you for the welcome we've received. Honored to be here. And now I will introduce Therese Brown, Allen County Commissioner.
Wow, that's kind of hard to follow up. Kind of wish I also had a hairband right now. Thank you for no rain, though. Most appreciative on that note. On behalf of the Allen County Board of Commissioners, I'm extremely excited to welcome Walmart here with this very important project. You know, when a company of this size and scope comes to our community with hundreds of steady jobs, we welcome their investment. It's rare that a single project can do so much for business, agriculture, and workers' interests at one time. And we in Allen County are grateful to have this opportunity to partner with Walmart in a venture that we believe will stimulate the continued positive growth of Northeast Indiana. By tying agriculture to economic development, we are acknowledging the importance of our agricultural base while providing great paying jobs for our citizens. In particular, I would like to acknowledge the efforts of the Allen County Redevelopment Commission. This 80-acre site we are on was part of the Commission's land banking program, which continues to benefit our county's economic development efforts. The Commission also funded the reconstruction of Pleasant Center Road. That project certainly made this site more attractive to Walmart and may provide more opportunities for growth in the future. This is a tremendous day for Allen County and helps prove that business, climate, and geographic location is conducive to economic development in the agricultural industry. We are grateful for Walmart's decision and for growing this robust and vital industry in our community. So thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with you today.
Thank you, Commissioner Brown. Thank you, Governor. And I'll tell you what, I don't think there's any two more people excited to open this plant than you, Tony and Dan, because there's been a lot of hard work along with the associates. So I think Molly, we're ready to open this plant. Kevin, you guys ready?
That's how you do it.
Well, on the same day that Walmart was celebrating its new facility, another celebration took place. The official completion of construction of a new bridge and new section of trail on West Hamilton Road. And that ribbon-cutting ceremony provided an added bonus for Allen County.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to be opening a new bridge rehabilitation project here on West Hamilton Road. And we have a few things to discuss regarding that, but we also want to make sure that you're aware, as you will see, that we have an enhancement to this bridge project, which is a great connection for our Allen County Fort Wayne Trails project. So, some statistics for you. Today marks the conclusion of construction and the rehabilitation of the bridge over the Beal-Taylor Ditch and a new trail section along West Hamilton Road. The project was carried out in 2 phases, beginning in October of last year. The project consultant was Clark Dietz, and we have Kevin Lucelle from Clark Dietz representing, and we thank you. Primco was also involved in this project, and we have Todd Fredericks from Primco here as well. Thank you very much for all the hard work in getting this project completed. The contract price is $1.1 million, which was approximately $300,000 less than the original estimate. And the work consisted of a new reinforced concrete bridge that replaces the previous single span bridge. The new span measures 78 feet long and 63 feet wide and has two 12-foot lanes. Construction of this quarter-mile trail section completes the 5-mile trail loop along Covington, Illinois, Scott, and Hamilton roads. This trail was also a part of the Oprah's Big Give campaign goals, and it connects residents, schools, shopping, restaurants, worship, parks, and other destinations. You know, for us, it's always a good thing when we can combine not only a project of an enhancement of a road, including the broadening of the bridge here, but also benefits of a trail system to enhance the quality of life and place for our community. We also appreciate, and would be remiss if we didn't, the patience of those individuals that regularly travel this roadway for us to be able to make this improvement, but also to make a trail that's going to be and continue to be an enhancement for our community. So for everyone and all your patience, thank you. And at this time, I'd like to introduce to you Kent Castleman from Fort Wayne Trails.
Thank you, Commissioner Brown. I just want to thank you and the rest of the commissioners as well, and all the parties involved in Allen County government for your commitment to trails and the work that we do to help make this connectivity continue to happen. So thank you very much. The growth of the system has been phenomenal over the last several years, and this trail, as she stated, brings a great connection and a great loop here in what started out as the Aboit Trail system in this area. And we're happy to see this loop come to a conclusion and a great connection for our community as we're here. We also thank you as Allen County for future maintenance and other support, as we know that the system, while it's built, is also a great asset for the future as long as we're able to maintain it and keep it there. So we thank you for your commitment on the maintenance of that. As we stand here today, this helps us get to about 108.5 miles of trail here in Allen County. And it's a very significant milestone as we look over the years. We thank all of our partners in this, the City of Fort Wayne, New Haven, Huntertown, Leo, Cedarville, Grable, and Monroeville, as in addition, of course, to Allen County. We thank you for your support in that connectivity. Switching gears a little bit, I want to talk about the Puffer Belly Trail. The Puffer Belly Trail is a significant corridor here in Allen County. As we continue to work with our partners, the City of Fort Wayne, Allen County, and Huntertown, we're working to help make that connectivity happen here in Allen County. The full length of the Puffer Belly Trail is 13 miles long, and if you consider the amount that's under ownership, the amount that's under design, and the amount that's built, we are working on or have built about 10.5 miles of that 13 miles. So we're continuing to work on that Puffer Belly connectivity, and we want to ensure that that continues to happen. The Puffer Belly Trail starts at Lawton Park in downtown Fort Wayne and continues all the way north to the DeKalb County line. We are working with DeKalb County to understand how their connectivity coming south will connect into Allen County before we understand what that connection will exactly look like. In light of that, we want to continue bringing private resources to the table for trail projects. And so today we have a check that we're going to present that's being used for the continued right-of-way purchasing and design contracts for the Puffer Belly Trail. Specifically, this check is for work between Lifebridge Church and Gump Road. This will give good connectivity to residents along Gump Road and in the Huntertown area. We're looking at this section connecting in about 6,300 people into about 18.2 miles of trail. And then, of course, along the way, eventually, as we get over Coliseum, it'll connect into the rest of this system. But 6,300 residents as we continue to work on this, and we're estimating construction will start in 2019 on portions of that segment from Lifebridge up to Gump. And so at this time, I'll invite Margie Brooks, secretary of our board, as well with me, and we invite the commissioners forward, and we'll present a check to you. And this is on behalf of our Fort Wayne Trails donors and all of the people who support our work. We're able to present a check today in the amount of $100,000 to the Allen County Commission. Thank you. Margaret, do you want to be a part of it? Go ahead. Okay. Hey.
Go do it. Go get them. There we go. All right. It's almost like they were playing.
The Allen Superior Court Drug Court Program is a freestanding problem-solving court program that promotes abstinence, recovery, lasting change, and community safety. The program combines alcohol and drug prevention and treatment with the structure and authority of the judiciary by connecting drug court participants to a broad range of services and other necessary treatment interventions. Our cameras were on hand June 18th for the program's 45th graduation ceremony.
My name's Fran Gall. I'm the presiding judge in Allen Superior Court's problem-solving drug court program. Thank you for attending our 45th graduation. We've had, yeah, awesome. Yay, that's right, absolutely. We have 34 graduates today, and these 34 graduates join almost 1,000 prior graduates of the program who have taken a commitment, made a commitment to themselves, made a commitment to their families and their loved ones and their friends, that the chaos of addiction, the chaos of that drug lifestyle, and the pain that that causes stops with them, because many of them have come through cycle after cycle of addiction because it's in the family. So the 34 graduates that are joining the almost 1,000 have worked tremendously hard, and it's always difficult to see them graduate, and about 9 or 10 of them are actually completed with the program. So today, not only will they get their diplomas, but several of them are also going to get the state's motion to dismiss, their certificate of completion of phase 3 of the program, and they're walking out of this courtroom. Hopefully the next time they're going to come in here, it's going to be for jury duty, or it's going to be to stand in the back of the courtroom and wave at us, as several folks do once they complete the program and come back. This is a program of partnerships and collaboration. We could not, in this program, do what we do and do it very well without our partners. We have partners in other programs associated with court, with the Allen County Adult Probation Department, Allen County Community Corrections, the Alcohol Abuse Deterrent Program, all of the transitional living facilities that we use, and the treatment providers, Bowen Center, Park Center, Parkview Behavioral. I can't list them all because there are so many of them that we partner with. If you are one of our partners in collaboration, whether it is in law enforcement or in treatment or in one of the programs, would you please stand and let us acknowledge your hard work as well? Thank you, Dick Bogish. You always make me laugh. 34 graduates. Our youngest is 21. Our eldest is 58. The graduates have been with us about 16 months on average. Some of them a little bit shorter, some of them a little bit longer. It is an individualized program, so it takes some folks a little bit longer than others to get to where they need to be. I'm very proud of each and every one of them, and as I look out and I see them all here, my heart is breaking because you're almost done, and it's also bursting that you've done so well. They hear me all the time yammer on about how I fret about them all the time, but these graduates have done a lot. Many have successfully completed transitional living. We have a graduate who bought their own home. We have a graduate who developed a recreation program. One of our folks got married. 12 were reunited with their families. And that makes me so happy, because families are the cornerstone of your life, and without the support of your families, things can get and stay very difficult. We had 6 drug-free babies born in this program. And they've all worked really, really hard. Each graduate came to this program after having been arrested, because we only take criminal offenses. Our keynote speaker is Captain Kevin Hunter with the Fort Wayne Police Department. Captain Hunter has been instrumental in helping us in the drug court program. He has actually assigned an officer, Sergeant Mark Walters, who sits on our drug court team and provides invaluable information to us and a really interesting perspective from the law enforcement perspective coming into treatment and what we do in the program. Captain Hunter is a lifelong Fort Wayne resident. He's been with the Fort Wayne Police Department since 1989. He's currently in charge of vice and narcotics, but just the last 2 weeks was in Cameroon, the country Cameroon, on behalf of the State Department doing some training. So it's impressive that our police department has a man of that caliber leading its vice and narcotics division. He has been a graduate of the FBI National Academy, the FBI National Crisis Negotiation course. He graduated from Indiana Tech with a bachelor's in criminal justice and a master's in organizational leadership. And he also teaches at Indiana Tech as an adjunct professor. He is a member of the Allen County Opiate Task Force and the Mayor's Strategic Council on the Opioid Epidemic, and joins us in believing that opioid is one of the biggest epidemics and crisis that we are facing in this community and across the country. He has said this on any number of occasions that I've heard him speak, that we can't arrest our way out of this problem. We really need to focus on treatment. We really need to focus on rehabilitation. He has been instrumental in working with us in addressing this problem. Please join me in welcoming as our keynote speaker, Captain Kevin Hunter.
Thank you, Judge Gull, for those kind words. And I have to tell you, I feel very honored to be here today. Thank you, Judge Gull and the drug court team, for having me here today. It's an honor to be a keynote speaker for such a momentous occasion. I usually talk about very depressing things, such as the high number of overdoses and overdose deaths, but today is different. Today I get to see hope in action. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Graduating today means that you've completed an extremely challenging program which calls for celebration and acknowledgement of the hard work you've put in. Your commitment and perseverance will have lasting effects on you and everyone around you. Jane Goodall, the legendary anthropologist, has a saying that seems very appropriate for today. You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. You all have decided to make a difference by participating in this program. You've done the hard work and you've maintained your recovery. Your commitment and completion of this program has changed the trajectory of your life, your family's lives, your friends' lives, and even the trajectory of this community. The Allen County Drug Court Program was designed to promote abstinence, recovery, lasting change, and community safety. But in reality, it accomplishes so much more. Standing before me today are 34 people who have changed their lives forever, increased their confidence and self-worth, knowing that they can make positive changes in their lives that will impact everyone around them. Set an example to everyone in this community. These graduates are demonstrating that recovery is possible. An important aspect to also acknowledge is the work of Judge Gull and her staff, along with their commitment to each of these individuals in support of their success. Along with this group are the amazing recovery support professionals throughout our community that have helped you on this journey. I am continually amazed at the heartfelt commitment and dedication to supporting and encouraging others that I see demonstrated throughout our network of resources. As I travel throughout the state to address the opioid crisis, I'm overwhelmed with the appreciation for how well our community works to support those in need. We should never take for granted that this happens everywhere else, because it is unique. It's truly a reflection of the heart of this community and the strong leadership that guides our efforts. I often receive comments and compliments from others throughout the state that are aware of our collaborative efforts and the positive impacts that occur as a result. I'm extremely grateful to be a part of this community. Today's milestone is critical in your ongoing recovery, and I congratulate you on the successful completion of this program. But your work must continue. We need you to stay focused on maintaining your recovery, on staying healthy, and on setting an example for others that will come after you, showing them that long-term recovery is not only possible, but that it's worth it. Please know that the support of this community is with you on your journey as you maintain your recovery. You've had to work on repairing relationships that were injured or broken because of your substance use disorder. We know this is not easy, and that your work on repairing those relationships will continue, but it will be worth it. Every day your choices are making a difference and having an impact on those around you. Choose recovery every day by making the right choices that keep you on course, and don't be afraid to ask for help if and when you need it. Again, I'm proud of your tremendous accomplishments today. Thank you for making your recovery a priority and making a difference in our community. I share my heartfelt admiration and congratulations for your efforts and wish you a positive journey forward in all areas of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. I'd like to introduce Albert Woodbury. Albert entered drug court in March of 1999 and successfully completed the program in September of 2000. His case was dismissed. After drug court, Albert was an assistant director of a local transitional living facility, and then in 2002 obtained a job at Park Center, where he remains today as a behavioral health therapist. Albert played a major role in the development and creation of our drug court support group meetings. And since 2002, he's been the senior facilitator for those groups. And I got to tell you, I've been around since 2002 as well, and I can count on one hand how many times Albert has not been there on a Wednesday night. So he's been truly dedicated to that cause. Albert has a deep passion for helping others. Beyond his calm, soft-spoken exterior is a compassionate soul driven by a desire to help others, to support those who are battling an addiction, and to walk beside them on their road to recovery. Albert has indeed given something back to this program, and for that, in May of 2015, we presented Albert with an Award of Excellence in recognition and appreciation for his outstanding dedication, support, and continued service to the Allen Superior Court Drug Court Program, an award that has since been named after Albert, the Albert Woodbury Award of Excellence. I'd like to say one more thing about Albert. He just recently celebrated 20 years of sobriety in April. Congrats. One day at a time. With that, I'd like to introduce someone else, Deb Burton. Deb Burton became the director of the Rose Home in Fort Wayne in January of 2008. Prior to that, she had worked as weekend and night staff at the Women's Recovery Home. Deb's passion for recovery grew out of her own struggles and seeing that helping others, she could also help herself. Deb has received her ACADA certification for drug and alcohol counselors, was involved with the Governor's Commission for Drug-Free Indiana in Noble, LaGrange, Steuben, DeKalb, and Adams County. Deb has previously worked as an addictions counselor at Park Center in Decatur and at the Washington House. Prior to that, Deb had worked in the nursing field for 23 years and continues to work with nurses that are in recovery today when asked. Deb does tell me that her greatest goal yet to accomplish is to turn Tornow into an IU fan. That's not going to happen, Deb. I'm sorry. Deb has been and continues to be supportive of the drug court clients as well as the drug court program in general. I have known Deb for many years and have tremendous amount of respect for her and for what she does, as I do for so many others in this audience. So without further ado, on behalf of the drug court team, in recognition of and appreciation for your outstanding dedication, support, and continued service, it's an honor to present this year's Albert Woodbury Award of Excellence to Deb Burton.
Thank you. I'm humbled by this, believe me. I couldn't have a greater team to work with. When I work with the other counties, this is the greatest one that I work with. And, you know, it's fun to get some of their phone calls. And we have a little joke going that when they call me that someone needs Deb's special kind of love, you know, I don't know if you guys counted, but in my 10 years, we've had 87 women come through the Rose Home. 6 of those have become employees of the Rose Home. And I'm kind of proud of that. You know, I hope our relationship continues. And congratulations to all of you graduates. Keep going down the path you're going.
Thank you, Judge Gall. Ladies and gentlemen, over 22 years ago, a great man, Judge Kenneth Scheibenberger, had a remarkable idea, and that was rather than putting people into prison, people with substance abuse addictions, only to see them come out and to reoffend again and again, he started the Allen Superior Court Drug Court program. At that time, there were only a handful of drug courts in the country, and quite honestly, he got a lot of pushback initially from the community, but he persevered, and he got a grant from the federal government that funded the program for a period of 3 years. At the end of that grant, however, local government was reluctant to pick up the cost of the drug court program. And so this remarkable man, with the help of local defense attorneys and local prosecuting attorneys, formed a not-for-profit organization that he named the Stop Addiction Foundation. And together we raised several $1,000s to help support and to keep drug court alive. Largely through his efforts, our local government agreed to fund drug court, and the money that was raised by the foundation became a fund of last resort for drug court participants to pay for things like treatment, for housing, for transportation, and for other vital needs. Today, the Stop Addiction Foundation is known as Vet Courts, Drug Courts Work. On April 18 of this year, this great man died. but his commitment to the drug court program lived on. Thanks to his wife, Susan, and his daughter, Abby, both of whom are with us today, his wish that memorials in his honor be devoted to vet courts, drug courts work became a reality. So thank you, Judge Scheibenberger. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Abby. And thanks to all of those who contributed in Judge Scheibenberger's memory to vet courts, drug courts work. Thank you.
Then, with family and friends in attendance, each of the 34 drug court graduates comes forward to receive their certificates. The culmination of a 12 to 18-month process designed to reduce recidivism and to reduce the link between substance abuse and criminal activity. They each then receive congratulations from members of the drug court staff who have worked to help guide the graduates toward long-term sobriety and overall life skills development.
We have, over the last several graduations, tried to reach out to former graduates of the program to give closing remarks and to kind of tell us how their journey has been, however they wish to share that. Today I'd like to introduce Amber France. Amber entered drug court in July of 2013. She graduated November of 2014 and got her case concluded March 30th of 2015. She's been clean and sober for her 3 years after drug court. She finished college, works for a large company here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, getting married in September, how exciting. Continues to stay very involved in the 12-step program and holds service positions and remains an active part of a home group, always finding ways to stay clean and live a good life and to help others, because we hear that in recovery, you have to give back. We're very grateful to Amber for always giving back and for agreeing to, again, give back and be our closing speaker. Amber?
It's so good to see you. Thanks. Whew. There's a lot of people in here. It's a little bit different crowd, I guess, than I'm used to speaking to. So I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about, and I don't remember anything at my drug court graduation. I don't even know who the speaker was, to be honest. So, my life has completely changed, and I'm really grateful that you guys asked me to speak. Nobody ever wanted to hear me speak about anything years ago. And I'm really grateful to the drug court program. And as I was sitting here, I was thinking about how really grateful it is to live in Allen County or to even get arrested in Allen County, right? Because my brother got arrested in a county that doesn't have drug court. And there's not a lot of help for him. And I got a lot of tools. Drug court pointed me towards going to a 12-step program, and I didn't even know that existed. And I was able to get help and able to stay clean. I was thinking what I would have wanted somebody to tell me at my graduation, and I just know that today you guys have a choice, right? You have a choice to continue to stay clean, do the right thing, help other people, be a good person, or go back to that old life, right? Because I know it's real easy to think that that's the option. So make the right choice. Choose to stay clean. Choose to raise your kids. Choose to participate in your family's lives. Try not to cry, right? It's really, my life has completely changed. It's completely different. Like Fran said, I'm getting married. I would have never thought that I would be getting married. If you would have told me the day I got arrested my life would be the way that it is today, I would have never believed you. It took a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. I continue to work, to continue to grow, be a better person. I finished college. I get to do a lot of things in my life today, and it's only because I put the drugs down and I chose to not pick them back up. I wanted to say something super profound that you guys will all remember, but you probably won't remember anything I said today because you're excited that you graduated, right? But it's a big accomplishment. You know, I know for me, I hadn't completed anything for a very long time in my life. So when I got that certification, it was a big deal. You know, it was the first thing of many things that I completed in my life, and that I know that I will continue to complete more things as long as I continue to stay clean. So stay clean, do the right thing. I think that's all I got.
You know, we hear all the time in our program, drug court clients sometimes say they're glad they got arrested, they're glad that they intersected with our world. Those of you in drug court know my other world is major felony. And there are times in major felony court where I wish I could do the work that I do here in drug court, because this is the most rewarding thing that I get to do as a judge. And it's one of the most profound impacts on my life to work with you. And I tell you this all the time, that it's been a privilege to be part of your recovery. It's been a privilege to be part of your life. It's been an honor to watch you on this road. And I'm just so stinking proud of every one of you. Please come back and see us and let us know how things are going.
One of the most popular programs held annually in Allen County is Toxaway Day. Allen County Solid Waste District has held that for a number of years. And you have a program that's doing really well. What do you do next? Try to expand on it and make it even better. And that's what's going to be happening here at this facility, which is just off Carroll Road. Tom Fox is director of the Allen County Department of Environmental Management, and he's here to tell us a little more about what's going to be taking place. Toxaway Day has, as I said, has always been very popular, and that's been an annual event. What are you doing differently, or what will you start to do differently?
Well, Toxaway Day has been an event that the county has held annually for over 26 years, and we've had between 1,000 to 1,500 cars each year that dropped off household hazardous waste at this event. While it's been very successful for a county with a population in excess of 300,000 people, one day a year just doesn't seem adequate anymore to meet the needs of the community. So we're expanding on that and going from Toxaway Day to what we're calling Toxaway Tuesdays, where every Tuesday we're going to have a drop-off program in this facility from 9 to 2, where people can bring their household hazardous waste, and it can be processed right here every week.
So instead of one day a year, you're going to 52 opportunities in a year for people. So the materials you'll be able to accept here the same as you would at the annual Toxaway.
Right. I have a list here just so I don't forget anything. Automotive products, that's your motor oil, your transmission fluid, any kind of fluids like that, fertilizers, fire extinguishers, household batteries, household cleaners, lead acid batteries, mercury-containing items like fluorescent bulbs, oil-based paint, pesticides, herbicides, propane tanks, and pool chemicals.
Empty propane tanks.
Yes, preferably empty propane tanks.
Now, you're using this facility, this has been converted. What were you using it for?
This was our equipment building, and as we started to look at doing a weekly program, we looked at this building, and it turns out that it's really perfectly suited for this kind of purpose, with the 2 overhead doors at each end of the facility, and the way it's laid out, it really lends itself well to this program.
And you've had some help from other county departments in getting this ready?
Right, we've gotten a lot of help from the highway department, the purchasing department, the building maintenance department, have all been helpful in getting us ready for the program.
Okay, I've got some hazardous waste from the household that I want to get rid of. Kind of explain the process of how this will work.
Okay, well, you come in off of State Road 3, Lima Road, where we have some signage out there right now. There's going to be more signage, hopefully, before the program starts. The State Highway Department is manufacturing signs for us right now.
And you're turning on Recovery Drive.
Recovery, it has many names depending on which map you use. Fort Recovery Road, Old Recovery Road, Recovery Road. Anyway, it'll be on as you're going north on 3, it'll be on the left-hand turn, and you'll follow kind of a winding 2-lane road up to the building. We'll have signage indicating where to go. You'll pull up. We'll ask you to fill out a registration form. Probably, I think we're going to ask for a driver's license. We're trying to track zip codes just to see where people are coming from, make sure you're an Allen County resident. It's a $5 fee for every vehicle. We have a 50-pound limit. You may be assessed more depending on what you have. Propane tanks, I know, are a little more expensive, so you'd be charged $10. But you'll come in here on this mat, which we will call the hot zone.
Okay.
You have to stay in your car, but the certified personnel will take the materials out of your car, and then they'll be processed behind this yellow chain.
And I don't know if we can see or not, but you have the area for propane tanks, for adhesives, paint, aerosols, poisons.
Right. Everything's categorized where they go, fire extinguishers, everything will be separated according to what they are.
Okay.
And then you'll drive out the other side of the building and then back out the way that you came onto the property.
So you're talking maybe a 5-10 minute process.
Yeah, 10 minutes would be, I think, a long time for this. And we're hoping that, one of the criticisms of Toxaway Day were the long lines. People would wait for hours sometimes. So we're hoping by doing this on a weekly basis, people will have smaller lines, hopefully no line at all, and people will be able to get in and out quicker. The materials, after they're collected here, we have a storage building outside, just outside this building, where things will be saved until we have enough quantity that warrants a truck then to take the materials to a designated disposal location where they can be disposed of properly.
Yeah, long lines are a good problem to have in a way, because it means people are taking advantage of the program.
Exactly.
Okay, and this will be taking place Tuesdays. What kind of hours are we talking
Okay,
about?
well, it's going to be 9 to 2 every Tuesday.
Okay. Tom, thanks a lot. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time. Hopefully the program will continue to be a success, and people will take advantage of this on a weekly basis every Tuesday here on Carroll Road. And you can find out more about the county's Household Hazardous Waste Disposal Program online at acwastewatcher.org. That's it for this edition of County Line. I'm Mike Green, Public Information Officer in the Allen County Commissioner's Office, and we hope you'll join us again next time on County Line.